In relation to what?
Just like my job and like my dating life, you know, and like what you guys do and stuff. It literally doesn't matter. No, like everything is so uncertain other than death, and so it's like might as well get as rich as I can in this messed up economy and world,
Can you
and
think
then
of a?
start a business.
This is like
and then
pure
figure it out.
nihilism. It's
Yeah,
like
I
pure
mean, I
nihilism.
don't know. I'm also an uneducated, like middle school dropout, so I don't think that like, you know, like I don't think my opinion means very much at all to anyone but myself, and that's totally fine. I just know, fuck it, we ball. I'm living a happy life, and that's all that matters. You know? Shit. Sorry,
Just
I
living
keep
my best
cussing.
life, right?
I am.
Living my best life.
I literally am. I did so well for myself. I mean, I didn't like originally, but I was kind of dealt a bad hand in life. So like, I did great with what I was given. I think so. I totally could have done better, but I'm not. Like, I can admit I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. Like, I'm like, I would not. If I like tried harder when I was younger, it like would backfire on me. So I just gave up too soon. And like now getting back into it and like trying
How
to
did trying hard backfire on you?
Well, I was never very intelligent in school, so I was in like different classes and
Same
stuff.
here. I was in the spastic classes as well.
Yeah, I was in those classes and stuff, so I already felt like I was like weird, and then no one told me otherwise. So like I was very like sad about that, and I would like freak out during tests.
Spastic classes.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, but like
Spastic.
I was in that too.
I think that's
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of didn't. I didn't
Do we
like
still use that?
school. I was very.
We need to bring it back, like
not good at
strumpet.
that stuff.
Strumpet.
And so I like thought I was stupid, even though I'm not. Like I totally can achieve stuff and learn stuff.
Honestly, your
But-
story's kind of tragic. It's kind of like tragic in a way.
I mean, it's
like
not
a Shakespeare
tragic.
play.
It's just like it's sad because if like
It is.
if everyone is like motivating people around them, like, hey, you think you're this way, but maybe if you tried a little harder, you'd do better. I was the only one telling myself that. Like I don't know. It was weird growing up.
Okay. Well, I guess sort of piggybacking off I disagree on their opinions on a lot of things. We already kind of tackled the like involvement in S work and that sort of thing, and the potential impacts on dating. But let me open it up to anybody else on the panel. Those of you who've seen the show, maybe you've seen a clip from me, from Andrew, from Jake over here. Any
Mostly Jake.
disagreements?
He's the worst.
Any disagreements you guys want to tackle? I know you're just dying to give us something.
Go off.
Go off, Queen.
Chronosaurus.
I don't know. Oh my god, I hate saying I don't know.
You got it. What you got?
I think you guys are just mean.
Mean.
Yeah,
Okay,
three
we
of
can
you.
go into that.
What?
Wait. What, am I? Is it me mostly?
Well, you're being really nice today. I'll say
Oh,
that.
today.
I'll say
When-
that.
wait,
He's on his best
when was I
behavior
mean?
today.
The last time I was on, and
I was mean that day.
but it
Probably
was
of the
because
dog
of.
girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Hey meow.
That was a lot.
I really want to.
I think it was actually
I
Wolf.
can't believe I still haven't seen it.
Woof. Oh boy.
Yes, Wolf. I remember.
No, it
You're
was
pretty
meow.
mean, Jake.
What were we mean about?
I was on that show, so I must be the mean one.
Jake
I
was
wasn't
very
there.
specific.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he's the
yeah.
meanest.
I tried to get Andrew. Andrew, you
I'm
should
the
have been.
meanest?
I'm not mad
Oh
at
my.
But
Imagine if Andrew.
I wasn't even on this show. What the hell?
You were supposed to. We were supposed.
How did I get blamed? I wasn't even there.
Last time wasn't
They
him.
missed
It was
you.
him.
Remember, I was like,
It was me
You
and
were like,
Jake.
why do you do OnlyFans? And I was like, because my mom's homeless. And then you're like, why don't you do something else? And I said, like what? And you said, sell drugs, learn about crypto.
Wait, who said that?
I don't think I said sell.
Yes, you
drugs.
did.
I think
Yes,
we
you
could run-
did.
Pull up the credit.
Right.
1000%. I watched it and I was like, that's literally illegal. Like, why would I do something illegal instead of just doing something legal?
If I did, that would be pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Like, I swear to Bob.
Did you just say you swear?
I think
I
if you
swear to
were
Bob.
it would be
I
more
swear to
respectable.
Bob.
Yeah. At least you could get some like social credit, you know?
Yeah.
People would fear
It's
you.
far more respectable, yes.
Yeah. Gangs have good hierarchies sometimes. If you join
so-
a
Yeah,
gang.
let's get arrested for the 7th time, huh?
So okay, we were besides us being mean or whatever. What you got for us?
She said I'm the meanest. I wasn't even there. I literally
No,
wasn't
I'm
even
talking
there.
like
today.
You made
I
my friend
definitely
cry.
think you're being the meanest
Friend.
today.
I think you are the meanest. I think
Wait,
it's
he?
first, second.
She wasn't crying.
Wait, tonight?
almost
Did you mean
did.
tonight?
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, today?
Kay-
Wah, wah, wah. Lock in, I didn't cry, I didn't shed a tear.
Kayla's tough. She can.
You were
You're
close.
like, how you doing? And the woman starts crying, and they're like, it's your fault, you bastard. I'm like,
No
what
one
the
asked,
hell?
are you okay? Then I.
Well, that's
nah,
why I
I'm
just said something because I felt like the tear was gonna come, and I was like mommy mode right now.
Sometimes you gotta let it out.
Yeah, we saw you. We saw you jumping in,
confident.
jumping in for the sisterhood.
Oh, I feel like compared to
Sorry,
most
it's
men who
just
I'm
in me.
around in my life, I respect you guys for the compared to
Like-
any other guy I'm around. Well, it's because I live in San Luis
Why-
Obispo
what do you
around
mean?
college boys.
What do you mean you respect us more? Like,
I respect you guys.
how are they like, and how are we?
Well, I
like?
respect you guys because you guys agree with me that it's not right that a guy can claim me amongst his friends.
Yes.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
Wait, really quick, just you two, since the mics.
Absolutely.
Can you both
That-
scoot your
what a
mics this
piece
way?
of
I think
shit
it-
that guy is. It's
Thank you,
unbelievable.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Never dated him.
Yeah, you should
No.
totally
You don't
just
have
be
to- you
letting
don't
your
have to
chick
move.
just
Oh,
bang your
don't move,
bad
just-
buddies if she wants
Yeah.
to. Like, obviously.
If you're not a
I
cuck,
was not his
then
chick.
Yeah.
what are you? Really?
Yeah, well, really.
Was not
All
his chick.
right. So, was there more?
On.
What, I don't know, you said you respect us more than you respect all the guys that are in your friend group, or I don't know what it was.
No, not friend group.
Oh,
Your
okay.
time.
You respect them more, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing you guys out and I respect it.
Okay,
do.
sure.
Does anybody else ever challenge you on
Yeah,
your,
any other
on your-
disagreements?
I
disagreements?
I talk way better with people I'm close with, and I can argue really well, but the anxiety is real right now, so I'm trying my best.
Okay, all right. Nia, what you got? Did I say your name right?
Yeah, Nia.
Okay.
Blame Brian. It's his fault.
What you got for us, Nia?
Like about what? The way you guys are? Or
No, just do you have
Mean.
any
You're mean.
topics you wanna hit on, or disagreements or anything like that?
Not that I can think of right now, no.
Okay. What about you? Anything for you?
Originally, yes, but then I just kept watching more podcasts and I realized it was the person, not the career per se. Because originally I was kind of uncomfortable with the, how do I say it?
Criticisms of sex work?
Yeah, but then I was like, wait, no, it's literally the person because of how she's acting. Like, she was, I think her name was Gia or something like that.
Gia?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
being
you saw that
crazy,
one.
disrespectful, and I was like, wait.
Andrew, I think you were
So I
on
just
that.
kept looking at it.
Probably.
It was like that short strumpet that was just being. Oh yeah, you were definitely on that panel, just trolling or trying to troll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I tend to try to treat people well, but if I start to detect a little trolling or disrespect coming my way, then I'll usually spar back a little bit too. So, Jordan, you have some stuff. What you got?
What? No, I don't.
You said you want to. Please put me on with Andrew.
Oh, because
What do you want to debate Andrew on?
No. I wasn't because I wanted to debate Andrew. It's
You
because I
just-
wanted to listen to him in person.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
You also got to look at him though. That's the problem.
That is a
You also
very
have
good
to look at
point.
him.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
What do you
Poor
mean? That was
person.
rude.
Poor gal.
Offensive
I am looking at
truths.
him. I
He
know, that's the
says.
problem.
That's the problem.
Why?
He
I
says.
just keep my eyes locked this way. To be honest.
I'm confused.
He's ripping on me, right? He's calling me an ugly bastard,
Yes.
which is fair.
Oh,
Check your DM.
I see.
Yeah, he's ripping on
He
me.
says, thank you for the
I'm not gonna say that.
Nigerian 99,900, I don't know the currency, trying to donate on Streamlabs not working. Please check DM.
It's like a dollar.
We'll message. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's probably not much. Thank you, that man. Appreciate it.
Jay's been ripping on me the last 2 days. You're mean, Jay.
I tried to run him over in my car yesterday, and
that's
he
pretty
got
bad.
so scared.
And you missed.
Yeah, no.
Next time.
Let's
Quicker than I
see.
look. Quicker than I look.
Okay, we have Baby. Is that you? That's you. Your first boyfriend in high school was an MMA fighter, and in his sleep he would karate chop me out of the bed.
That's not even shitting you.
or do what?
Put me in arm bars.
While he was
While
asleep,
he was sleeping.
and he had no idea.
No idea. And,
And
one
then-
time, wait,
He's
what?
probably having
Oh,
dreams
that's
of
it.
fighting, huh?
Yeah, because you do it every day, like
Just
7
snoring
days
like
a week.
Put you
Yeah.
in
It's very interesting because it takes some technique to put you in an armbar. He would have to mount you first, and then he would have to swing around and put you in an armbar.
She's just
way
too
to wake
nice
up.
to wake him
It's
up
the way
and
to
say,
wake up.
babe, you're hurting
No,
me."
I
You should learn.
Be like, hey.
You should have learned how to defend an armbar.
I actually represented jiu-jitsu for like a year.
So why couldn't you get out of the armbar?
Well,
You were sleeping, right?
You need to do more.
I would just be asleep and then I'd wake up and I'd be like, what the fuck?
And honestly, learn a bit of boxing and you can take the karate chop. It's nothing. You know, just parry it. Bam, hit him back.
I
And
wasn't
then
that good.
you said the only thing I disagree with is the way the hosts refer to S workers in negative light at times. But I mean, we kind of already just talked about that. Okay, I think that's.
I mean, I refer to it in a negative light, though.
Probably
Just
enjoyed
to
it.
be
I
honest,
respect you, sir.
like
It's okay.
always, no matter what, I refer to it in a negative light.
Toxic
But that doesn't mean I
beast,
think
you.
that doesn't mean I think the person has no
Crazy
value.
cat.
Yeah.
Froggy,
It means I
stop
think
with
that the
side bars.
occupation is
Sorry, I was just
valueless.
reading on.
Yeah.
Nia, you said that you think boyfriends should be providers in relationships.
Yes.
And then just show of hands, girls at the table, do you agree with her? Should boyfriends be providers in relationships?
Depends on their age, though, because like you can't expect if you're 18 dating someone
Say
18.
you're 20, Nia, you're 23?
Yeah.
She's 23, you think 23, is that fair age to, by that point?
Maybe not expect to be completely provided for, but like
Pay for dates?
pay for a
mo-
lot of things.
Oh,
That's
wait,
a good
wait,
idea.
wait.
What do we mean by provider here?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Wait, no. What do you mean when you said maybe not pay for everything, but by 23 pay for more than just dates? Right?
Yeah,
So,
like
what?
maybe help them out with bills or like
Bills.
their nails done and all that.
Nails.
Nail.
Nails.
It's a kind gesture.
You got
to
paid.
pay for a woman's
Wait, okay.
nails.
So I want to explore this a little bit. Should boyfriends should be providers, right? Should
Yes.
girlfriends not be prostitutes?
Yes. Well, if I, like I said, I do OnlyFans. If I was with someone
prostitution.
providing,
Well, okay. Here, I'll make it simpler.
then
Should girlfriends not be involved in sex work of any kind?
This is such a big difference.
yeah,
Hold on.
I do
hold on.
agree. Yes,
Oh,
they
you agree?
shouldn't. And if I was with someone providing, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
You'd quit.
Yes.
Isn't that a vicious circle, though? Like if you say a boyfriend should provide for me, but a boyfriend should not provide for a sex worker, but I'm a sex worker, then that leads to boyfriend should not provide for me, right?
Now,
So like what?
Right now, I'm providing for myself, and that's the way I'm providing.
Yeah, okay, well then let's take it to the
So-
next step. Should a boyfriend provide for a woman who was a sex worker?
I don't see anything wrong with it. If
Right.
he's dating me, he knows what I was doing, so he's gonna be okay with
He's
it.
just got to chin it, hey?
He's gonna
cop it.
know.
You can't start dating someone that you know is doing OnlyFans.
So here's our circle now. The circle is no, yes, boyfriend should provide, unless it's a sex worker, right? I'm a sex worker, therefore boyfriend should not provide for me. But if I stop being a sex worker, then boyfriend should provide, right? That seems like a very, very bad plan, right? It's like it's saying
there's-
inside your own belief structure that a boy should not provide for you, right? You don't think so, at least not right now. But when you decide to stop and allow a boy to provide for you, that you should look past the thing that they shouldn't provide for you right now that you're doing.
Well, like I said, it's what I'm doing to provide for myself at the moment.
Right.
That's my way of providing. And like, for example, my last relationship, he was okay with what I was doing.
Sure.
Like, the next partner I date, they're gonna know, obviously, what I'm doing.
Totally
and
understand
stuff.
all of that.
And
I agree with you that your
if
next
they
partner has to
continue
know.
talking to me and stuff, they're gonna know, like,
Totally
like I
agree.
said. So they're obviously gonna be okay with it.
Yeah, I agree that they would
So-
even be okay with it, but that doesn't actually do anything about this inconsistency. So I agree that your next boyfriend definitely is going to be okay with it. Your next boyfriend's definitely going to know, right? Otherwise, he's not going to be with you. He wouldn't be your boyfriend,
Yeah.
right? That wouldn't make any sense. But what is the reason that a boy should not be with you if you are currently a sex worker versus if you're formerly one?
Wait, sorry.
What
can
is
you
the
repeat that?
quality here about being a sex worker that you think a boyfriend should not fund?
I'm just saying me, like, if they didn't like it, like if the conversation came up and they're like, oh, like, would you quit? I would.
Okay. So you're not actually saying that boyfriends shouldn't fund their women's lifestyles if they're sex workers. You're just saying it's okay if they don't.
It's okay, but I'm just saying that's what I prefer. And that's what I believe.
Yeah, no, I think I get it. You're not saying that they should. You're just saying if they choose to, that's okay. If they choose not to fund me because I'm a sex worker, that's okay.
Yes, but
Okay.
I would leave.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Right, I understand. I'm just saying it's not that they should or shouldn't then. It's just if they don't mind is really what you mean. 'Cause it's not really a should or shouldn't because,
Well,
right?
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah, even for
personally.
yourself,
I think
yeah.
they should.
They should.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they don't,
then you're not going to be with them.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, what about maybe the fact that we live in a new generation and times are changing, and there are a lot of women out here who have OnlyFans.
Sure.
And what about
I was
like,
actually,
guys adapting
interestingly
to that?
enough, I saw a study. Now I haven't dove into this, right? So this could be completely wrong, right? Because I haven't dove into it, but it wouldn't surprise me that it could be as high as 1 in 20 of the Zoomer women will end up doing sex work of some type in her lifetime. Is the projection. Now I could be way off on that, and fact check me for sure, right? Because I don't know for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, right? So I'm going to concede that ground right away to you.
Okay, and then yeah, exactly. How would you feel if you found a boyfriend and you guys are together, and then he starts treating you really, really well, and then he asks you like, will you delete your OnlyFans for me? And you go, of course I will, because
Sure.
you guys are on an understanding, he's treating you right, you're treating him right, I will delete my OnlyFans for you. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm going to explain. I'm not going to mince any words. If it was my son, let's say, came to me and said, Dad, I love this woman. She's great. She treats me amazing, okay? And I just adore her. She engages in sex work. I'd say kick her to the curb, get rid of her. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances should you ever be with a woman like that. Way too good for her in every conceivable way. Don't do it. What would actually be the objection to that?
Yeah, well,
Would you disown him? Would you
I'm not
still
sure
love
that
him?
I'm not sure that I would disown.
Exactly.
I would
Mhm.
disown him. It wouldn't be immoral if she quit sex work for him to marry her or this type of thing. I wouldn't make a moral claim that he was doing something morally wrong. My advice to him, though,
Yeah,
would
that's
be
totally fine.
absolutely under no circumstances should you do this. You know what I mean? And it's a really bad idea, and you can find somebody way better than that. That would be my advice.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that for sure.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
I kind of believe that that's a narcissistic point of view, but
Why is it
that's
narcissistic?
because, like I said,
Well,
times
hang
are
on,
changing.
let's get our terms right. What is a narcissist?
A man who just
A man.
a man.
A man?
Yeah, literally, a man who is just delusional, honestly.
A man who is delusional.
Yes.
You don't think it's delusional for a sex worker to expect that she's going to get Prince Charming?
I personally don't ever expect to find Prince Charming.
Sure.
I've kind of accepted that I will be
I think
alone because of the
Well,
decisions
I don't
I've
understand.
made
What would the delusion here be?
as a narcissist.
No, what would the delusion here be by telling your son not to date a sex worker under any circumstances, even if you loved her?
If that's your opinion as a father, I don't think that's delusional.
Then
That's
why
not
would it be
what
narcissistic?
I didn't say that that was narcissistic.
Well, then what's the narcissistic part?
Okay, bring it back. When did I say narcissism? What were you talking
When
about?
I said that you shouldn't, if I said I would tell my son under no circumstances should you date a sex worker ever, period. You said that sounds narcissistic.
Mm-hmm.
What about that's narcissistic? If narcissism means delusional.
Okay, and I will say again because I think that times are changing, and I think that you guys need to like broaden your horizon.
Sure, I get all that, but what about this is narcissism?
It sounds like you guys are wanting to own a woman
Yeah, but what about that would be narcissism?
because you can't own a woman. A woman's gonna be able to still have free will,
I'm sorry, there's places in the world where people clearly own women, right?
and that's crazy.
But it's not delusional.
That is delusional.
No, they clearly own them. There's no delusion there.
That's fucked up.
Maybe it's fucked up, and I agree with you, it's fucked up, but it's not delusional.
That is delusional.
What's the
What?
delusion? Do you
That's
agree that they
narcissism,
own the woman?
Delusional. That's evil.
It's evil. Yes, it's evil. It's wrong. It's immoral, but it's not delusional. Delusional is it's an untruth. It's
so-
not true.
Listen
Maybe-
very
maybe
carefully.
you're-
Listen.
You're not listening.
Listen
Uh,
to
yeah,
it feels like
you're-
delusional.
Yeah,
like,
but you're
you
not
can't believe
because you're not
that's real.
listening, right? You got to listen to what's
I'm
actually being
listening.
said.
Listen to the words.
Don't tell me I'm not listening when I am. But go on.
Oh, okay. You're listening?
Yeah.
Human beings can't own each other and have never been able to?
He's not saying should.
Hang on.
He's not saying should.
Have they been able to?
Sadly.
Sadly, they have, right? So if I acknowledge that that is true, isn't that the opposite of delusion?
But I'm saying that I think that it's delusional that that is a thing. to
Okay,
own someone, and
hang
that
on,
it
hang
was-
on.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not giving a moral prescription here and saying it's right. I'm just saying that it happens. So I still don't understand how it's delusional to acknowledge that there are people right now, men right now, who own women.
Well, I don't think it's delusional to know that. I'm
You're right,
saying that,
right.
that they're delusional for owning women. That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to
okay,
say.
but how? Where's the delusion there? They own the woman. Right? What's the delusion?
All of it. It's
What do you mean
it's
by delusion?
immoral.
Can you-
Well, yeah, what does
like-
delusion mean here?
It's a definition thing. It's not.
Yeah, what do you mean by delusion?
Delusion to me means not true. You
Okay.
living something that's not true, and you believe it is
Okay,
true.
okay, then yeah, I'm
She's just
using
saying those guys
delusional
are
in the
cuckoo.
wrong way.
Yeah, okay, maybe they're crazy and it's immoral and it's
Okay,
fucking
yes,
evil
yeah.
and all that. Like, I'm not disputing any of that, but if narcissism means delusional, I'm trying to get to the part where it's delusional here. Like, where's the delusion?
And
When
being
I say
narcissist?
don't date a sex worker, what's the delusion here? Like you have to? Or I don't know what the delusion is.
Okay, then I'm not using delusion in the right terms.
Or
then, yeah?
narcissism, maybe.
Narcissism.
So maybe me and you can agree on some other things, right? So
Okay.
maybe narcissism is, I would say it's an antisocial behavior, which is extraordinarily rare.
Okay.
Like super duper rare. And even people who diagnose it get it wrong often and claim that they get it wrong often, right? Because there's no specific criteria where you could meet all the criteria and still not be that thing. So it's a very hard like diagnosis, right? I've talked to various doctors, medical professionals who've explained this multiple times to me on my program, right? It's a very, very difficult diagnosis. So when people use the term narcissist, I just want to know, does that just mean you're an asshole? Is that what we're saying is like narcissist just means he's a fucking asshole?
No, just like in my experience with dealing with a narcissist, just someone who thinks that they can do whatever they want, walk over women,
Sure.
treat women however they want.
Yeah, but why is any of that narcissistic?
No empathy. They don't feel empathy.
Sure, you can meet all those
So
criteria
they're
though. You could be a
lying,
person
they're
who
manipulative.
chronically lies, is very egotistical, right? Believes that you're better than everybody around you and still not meet the criteria for being a narcissist.
What's a narcissist then? Like
It's
the
very
definition?
difficult. It's a very nebulous term, just like most of these psychological diagnoses, right? Psychopathy, for instance, doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist. There's no such thing as a psychopath. There's no actual diagnosis for a psychopath anywhere in the DSM, never has been.
Well, I'm just thinking of certain people in my life, and it's just like you're telling me this. Then what are they? Are they
Maybe
just
narcissistic
assholes?
tendencies.
That's what I think. I think that when when they say narcissist, they just fucking mean asshole, right? Just
or like
an asshole.
have narcissistic tendencies. Like
Yeah, but what does that mean? So again, it's such a nebulous term that has so many different criteria, which it can or can't be, that I'm always very, very skeptical when somebody says narcissist because I'm not even really sure what it means.
Okay, well,
Doesn't it also mean like somebody with a fake ego?
Could
or like
be.
somebody who like hypes himself up and to the
Sure.
world they seem like this person on this moral high ground, but they treat the people closest to them like crap.
Could be. All those could be criteria for that, or you could meet all of those criteria and still not be it. That's why I think it's nebulous.
Same with a lot of these diagnoses.
Same with a lot of these diagnoses. So because of that, I'm always very cautious about calling somebody a narcissist or a psychopath or things like this. I tend to use like lunatic, but I use it as a broad scope term to just mean you're a fucking weirdo, right?
Yeah, I
not
don't
as
throw
an
those
actual
words
like I've diagnosed you with lunacy. So but back to this, I don't think it's delusional to say to say to my son, never date a sex worker. No, or a daughter, right? Like, never date a sex worker, no
you're
matter
right.
what.
It's not delusional.
Yeah,
to
it's not
tell your
delusional.
child that, no.
So there's no problem with me saying that, right? There's no like objection you would have to saying that.
long
But I
as
think
you're-
that that's the advice a lot of dads are going to give their kids.
Yeah, on any parent, I'm sure, would say that to
Yeah.
their child.
Yeah.
Just like don't date a drug dealer or like
Sure.
Yeah.
you know, like it's just you're looking out. You're looking out.
Yeah, it's a
And
nefarious
that's fine as long as you don't drop them and say that you don't like your kid or like you like no longer want to associate with your kid just because they, follow through with it. You
What
know,
would be wrong with that?
Yeah.
you
Like if your kid
raised that kid.
Yeah, but if your
you
kid-
know?
if your kid
Like,
became a
if you
sex
don't love
worker-
your, that say you don't love your kid without
And
saying
that's
you
not,
don't love your kid.
those are two different things.
What?
Disassociating from a child doesn't mean you don't love them.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like you tell them, no, I do not like you anymore. You are out of my life forever.
Yeah, you can exclude them from your life forever. Doesn't mean you don't love them.
Well, I'm saying they told you they don't love you.
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
different,
that's
right?
What I'm
That-
saying is
so if you
that's
just directly
that's
say to
the
someone, "I
only-
don't love you," yeah, I think that there's
that's
a
the only
distinction,
thing-
sure.
That's the only thing I would think that would make that situation.
Yeah, I'll
not
grant
good.
that distinction, right? I just don't think that that's what happens. I think that parents tend to distance themselves from kids who do horrible things. They don't
Yeah, for
want
sure.
they don't want that association with their family. That seems fair to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
They're
think
like,
with
you're
sex
bad
workers,
news, you're a
it's just
problem.
not that deep.
You're doing problematic things, and I don't want the association with my family name, right?
Yeah, that's
I-
totally fine.
Seems
I
reasonable.
get that.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to want the best for your child. It's also important to consider that there are societal norms in like the state you're in, the continent, etc. And every family has different dynamics and different expectations for their children. So it's like totally, valid to not want your child.
If
to do
that's
something
true,
like that.
then why would you ever say the universal word better? Like, it's okay to want what's better for your kid. If that just means a ton of different things to a ton of different people, right? Then I don't know what we're even talking about when we say better. I would think that we would agree on some things with better. So here's maybe some universal agreements for better that you and I can agree to. I want my kid to be really healthy. Healthier than me.
Do I say yes every time?
Well, I'm just asking
agree.
you. Do you agree that that's better?
Yes.
Okay, I want my kid to be able to make more money than I did. I think that's better.
Yes.
Okay, I want my kid to have a kind of a very unique standard in the world where they're able to pursue their dreams in accordance with the morality of Christianity.
If that is your belief, I respect it. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's better.
That's your household.
These are all better, right?
Yeah, when the kids.
So
are
then,
young,
so
that's
then,
like
so
that.
then, by this standard, then what's worse, right?
I think it depends on the paradigms within a family and what that family expects of their children. Like, for example, my mom has been supporting every step of the way. I actually asked her before I started. I said, "Hey, this is really important to me. I need your approval before I start this." Like,
What
I'm
about your
to-
dad?
I don't have any access to him at all. He wanted me aborted, so he just stopped contact. So,
So fatherless home, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that Chase used to say this a lot, and he'd be on the program that he associated fatherlessness with sex work, and I think that there's a lot of truth to that because if you look at sex workers come from single mom families, it's pretty overwhelmingly high, right? I think that generally speaking, it seems to be the dads who put the kibosh on that, right? They don't want their daughters to engage in that. Like I think from the perspective of a father, it's like revolting to them, right? It's totally
Oh
revolting.
yeah, no, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't want my dad to be. I don't have a dad either. He's in prison. But
Yeah,
if-
there's
if-
a theme here tonight.
But like, if my dad were like all like happy and stuff about like my OnlyFans, I feel like I'd be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That would be really weird. I don't know. My grandma and grandpa, they don't.
I don't know.
they
Why
don't
is it
like
less weird for your mom to be supportive, though?
My mom's weird. I think it's weird. Oh, I think it's weird.
Isn't
My
that?
mom
I
is
mean,
weird.
but you see what I'm saying?
My
Like,
mom's
why is it?
super
Would it be
weird.
less weird for the mom to be supportive than the dad to be supportive? To me, it's like
Make that
equally.
bad.
It should
I don't
be
know.
equally
If my
revolting
kid
to
has
both.
one,
I
just
would
don't
think.
tell me. I don't want to know about it. And if other people talk to me about it, I'd say, "Why are you're weird for telling me that? Like, I don't need to know that about my kid.
Yeah.
Like, it's none of my business personally. I just don't hurt yourself. I feel like I'd be a little sad if it was like I don't have any issue with porn stars, but like,
Well, where I
it
was
can
going
be
with
bad
this,
with your mental health.
I'm
and
glad
that
you
would
brought
make
this
me
up
feel
because where I was
bad.
going with this is idea of better. So this is my ultimate question. Do you think it's better if you have kids for them not to go into sex work? Is that better?
Yeah.
Better.
No, I'm like thinking about it for real.
Okay, better.
Better, but if they wanted to, I wouldn't judge them.
Then, but, okay, so you'd let them do something. Like, what if you were the deciding vote? If they're like, I really want to do this, Mom, and I think I'd be really good at it. It's going to make me a lot of money, okay? And you were the deciding vote. If you said on the one way, go ahead and do it, that would be the deciding factor for that kid, and they would go ahead and do it. Versus if you said, don't do it, that's the deciding factor, and they wouldn't. Which way would you fall?
I would let them do it if they wanted
So
to,
you would say, go ahead.
because I do it. So why would I tell my kid they can't do it?
Oh, well, that's true. I smoke. Why wouldn't I tell my 5-year-old they can't smoke?
Yeah, but
Does that make sense, right?
Like, am I gonna choose if they want to? Am I gonna tell my kid, oh, I want you to be a doctor, you're gonna be a doctor? Like,
No, that's not. You're gonna. No.
No, if
That's
they
a.
wanna
There's a
do-
distinction here in the pursuance of careers. So, the askance here is like I smoke cigarettes. My
Well, that's the
5-year-old.
same
My
thing
5-year-old
as the
comes
way
to
I'm
me.
putting
The
it.
5-year-old comes to me and says, "Dad, you smoke. You have no business telling me I can't."
smoking and me comparing it to being something is different. You're
Why? What's the
comparing it to
difference?
something
That you're making an
completely
argument from hypocrisy. Yes, you
Because we're
can't tell
talking
them
about
this because it
if
would
they
make you a
wanna do
hypocrite.
sex work, okay. I wouldn't judge my child if they want to do it.
But would it be
because I do
better?
it. Yes, I said before. I said yes, it would be better. But if they wanted to do it, I wouldn't.
Then you would tell them to do the thing that wasn't better.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying I wouldn't. Yes, it would be better.
So how do you want what's best?
It would be better. It would, but if
You're
they
supporting what they want to
Yeah.
do.
So wait, hang on. I
It
want
would be
what's best for
better.
you.
Yes. but
Okay,
am I gonna
okay, but
tell
you're the
them
deciding
or
vote.
disown
You're the.
them
I'm not
and
asking you to
say,
do any of
"Oh,
that.
no,"
Nobody asked you to
like-
do any of that. You're just the deciding vote. You can just, based on your advice at this critical moment, right? Right now, when they say, "Mom, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a lot of money," and you even foresee, "Hey, she's a beautiful girl. She can probably make a lot of money," right? You're the decider. Your advice at this critical moment of saying, "Don't do this," she won't do it. But if you say, "Go ahead and do it," she will do it.
You
if
asked if
you
it would be
hang
better.
on, let me finish the question. If you say that it would be better if you're not in sex work, and you say, "I want what's best for you," then how would you not say not to do it? That's what I don't get.
I would say that's no,
No.
because it would be best for them. But if they did do it, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't feel any way. Like, they could do what they want.
But you would advise them not to.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Would
That's
you
all.
advise them to smoke? If that kid did come and say, Mum, I want to smoke?
How old are they?
20.
If they're 20, if they came to me and told me they wanted to smoke, I would say yes. If they're with me, I would
Mom, I want to do heroin.
No,
Mom, I want to do crack.
no.
Why? But I mean, I don't know. It's the train of logic. Why not?
It's completely
Crack is way different than
Yeah, like,
How so?
because it is.
Because there's negative connotations on a person's life. They do the thing, right? And so we're looking at the negative outcomes and consequences of the thing that you're doing. And so if you're looking at the negative outcome and consequences of being a sex worker, right, then we're looking at what's best. This would be the same thing. It's like crack cocaine, right? It's best that you don't smoke crack, right?
It's not the same thing.
Why?
How is that the same thing?
Well, we're making an
Crack
analogy.
cocaine is completely
These are both cups, right?
different. But they're both cups.
Hang on. They're both.
It's not
Hang on.
cocaine
Stop.
and
Hang on.
stuff.
They're
They're
both.
completely
They're both
different.
cups, right?
Yes.
Is this one made out of paper?
Yes.
And is this one made out of glass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they're two different things. But we can still make an analogy, right? Using the
But
two. Hang on.
cocaine-
If I was talking about the filling of the cups, we can still make an analogy based on the cups, even though they're not the exact same cup, because everything on planet Earth is different from everything else. That's why we use analogies, right?
Okay, so you're saying weed, cigarettes are the same thing as heroin?
No,
and
I'm saying
meth?
that the logic for what is best would be the same, right? So what is best for you? So I'd say, okay, if I'm thinking best, I'd say, okay, don't smoke, that's what's best for you. I'd say, don't do sex work, that's what's best for you. The logic and tailwind would be exactly the same. What's best? So when I say, okay, I want what's best for my kids, then I'd be looking at the big picture of what is best. So my advice, I'm not saying, oh, if you started smoking, Junior, that's it. You're done. You're out of the will. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ever come back, right? But if I was the critical vote, if they were going to do it one way or the other based on what I said, then my vote would be don't do it, right? That's what's best. That's all I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I feel like you phrase your questions a certain way, make us sound stupid, and then you rephrase it and then agree with
He's
us.
actually doing the total opposite. What he's doing is he's trying to make it as simple as possible for you so that you can understand it, and then he steelmans your case and explains to you what you think, and then he brings you to the logical conclusion. It's actually the opposite. He could easily use sophistry to confuse you if he wanted to, but he's making it as simple as possible.
And the reason I want to make sure is because I want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. So that's why I always repeat back what you say to me. What you mean is X? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, now I know.
Why haven't I felt that way this whole time then?
But because most people don't like the entailments of their positions, which means most people haven't really thought through what it is that they think about certain things. And when you ask probing questions, they don't like, they can foresee that by answering the question, it's going to lead to an answer that they themselves don't like. And so they become very resistant to answering the question because they know it's going to end up with, uh-oh, fuck, this doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, but I feel like for the most part, we haven't really been resisting. We've been like coming to an understanding.
Well, no, you haven't been evasive, but you haven't been evasive because, like he says, I'm very poignant with the questions, right? And that's why I steelman the position. Just want to make sure I know exactly where you're coming from. You know what I mean? And by the way, you're welcome to cross-examine me too.
Okay.
That's totally fine. In fact, I encourage it, right? That's how people get more consistent views.
Okay.
You guys can ask us anything you want.
Well, not anything, but within reason. It's like within reason.
Ask Andrew anything.
Wait, Andrew and Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan, how many girlfriends do you have?
How many girlfriends do I have, or how many girlfriends have I had?
Oh.
No, do you have?
Do you have? I've got 0 girlfriends.
Okay.
Yeah. What makes you think that Ryan over here had lots of girlfriends?
Oh, no reason.
Damn it, Ryan.
You're run through.
You think
Sorry,
I run
look at me
through?
like that? No, it's a comment on there and I read it.
Unbelievable. What led you to ask that question?
Skilled. That was very subtly done. Very well done.
Sorry. I'm basing it off looks. It's fucked up. Basically, I'm saying.
She's saying you're hot, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, you're not a
Can I get your number?
Sorry.
Thank you.
And she doesn't find very many men physically attractive, so
Yeah.
boy, I think it's the Australian accent.
Yep.
Probably.
It's probably the accent.
Yeah, for sure.
And the eyes, the hazily eyes.
What if I
glistening.
told you though that there's a country that you think exists? I'm not going down that road. What? Not going down that road. What if I told you see those pills? What if I gave you that red pill and you knew the truth about a certain place?
A certain
Where
place?
they all had that accent?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's more of them. Fun fact.
Really?
Somewhere. I honestly.
What Andrew's doing is he's engaging in
it stands
typical
out.
what we'd call misinformation or disinformation, where he espouses conspiracy theories about Australia not being real. And honestly, it's one of the most damaging things that's happened to
I've
Australia since we were
never-
bombed by the
What's
Japanese in the
Australia?
1940s.
I remember that bombing campaign. Oh my God! Now I feel terrible.
They hit the port of Darwin, which was up north
Yeah.
of Australia, but unfortunately, this is the thing, and I'm sure
Didn't they carpet bomb the entire South?
No.
Oh, just
But
the North?
You girls will be able to agree with me here that Andrew doesn't really have the emotional intelligence to actually engage with this sort of high-level debate. So we're probably going to leave it off the table for this one.
I'm with Andrew. I don't even know what Australia is.
It triggers a certain well, this sort of triggers a certain trauma for me, a trauma response.
Yeah.
First time I'm hearing
Why
of
don't
it.
you show them any Australian currency? Show them any. Do you have a single Australian dollar on you, Jake?
I don't think it exists.
A single one, Jake?
What
We need
it doesn't look
proof.
like?
This is it's the sort of thing that you see in the dark corners of the internet. This is where Andrew sort of operates, the dark corners of the internet. Not really in polite society at all. And you guys probably have realised this about Andrew by now. But he operates within a paradigm that's,
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad I found your soft
this
spot.
slander
The one thing
will
I
not
know
go.
will piss you off.
So Australia.
Do you hear this slander from your guest? I'm never coming back here again. This is fucking ridiculous.
I did hear it.
Slander.
Disavow.
Disavow.
Rebuke. Rebuke, disavow. All right, welcome back, everybody. So We haven't
Single,
dated-
single dollar?
we have-
Single Australian dollar?
Not at this stage.
Not at this
but,
stage,
you know,
yeah,
I tend to operate on a high
Wait,
level.
hold on.
A higher level of
I'll be
decorum.
right back, actually.
Low key, just use like a Monopoly dollar and just like write Australia
We would
on
know.
it.
We would know.
Monopoly dollar.
Listen, I have my ways of verifying these dollars, these supposed dollars. I'm just saying.
Have you ladies ever heard of an Aboriginal, an Indigenous?
Oh, champagne pop
Noah
from Noah.
donated $1,000. Pop champagne.
Brian off getting
Is Brian
burritos.
off getting burritos? Anyway,
didn't
a
even
guy
finish the
named
first
Metro
one.
Matt in the Discord bullied me into giving champagne. so
Champagne
have fun.
pop.
Another one.
W, Noah, W, Metro.
No.
Thank you, Noah. We appreciate it, brother.
Threw away my card.
DGA cap. Sorry.
Threw away my card.
So yeah, guys, dude, Noah, you're a fucking legend, Noah.
Burrito
You're
pop.
a fucking legend, dude. Noah, you're a frickin' legend, bro. A frickin' legend, bro. Noah, thank you, man.
I just want to really quickly put this debate to bed once and for all.
About
Yo,
Australia?
Metro Matt, thank you for the gift of 20.
Andrew has been persistently online spreading these honestly dangerous conspiracy theories that actually put me in physical danger for years. And he's been asking, and the one pillar that holds up his entire ideology, I'm actually not okay. The one pillar that holds up his entire ideology is about Australian dollars. So here you go.
Show it to the camera.
This
Once
is
and for all.
English currency, sir.
I thought that was Canadian.
That's not.
What is
Yeah, see, it's Canadian. She knows it's
So
Canadian.
what we've just seen, we're now seeing an emotional response, and there's going to be much more fallacies coming out. But what we've just seen is the
I love Canadian.
worldview and ideology of Andrew Wilson and generations of
Australian.
Wilsons to come
It just looks like. It just looks like
have just been
Canadian.
destroyed.
It's
Since nobody
Australian.
knows.
I am not going to sit here and put up with this kind
Really
of fucking...
pretty.
Yeah, he's lying
Yeah,
to
really
us.
pretty money.
American dollars is the ugliest.
I wouldn't want to spend
We
it.
got him.
This is what fake paper looks like. Really
Oh, shit.
He printed that.
Men will do anything,
Printed that in the library.
Good catch. Can somebody grab that for me? Are you guys challenged? I'll do it.
Rage quit.
So really quick, I'll show it here.
I knew one of these 304s would rage quit.
It's-
Is that actually
Is that real chat?
Yep.
And then,
I
so
can't read.
Andrew obviously rage quits the stream when confronted with his rage quit. Andrew Wilson, I'm putting it in the title. All right, yo, Noah, thank you so much for the champagne pop. Let's see, while I do that, is Brian off getting burritos? You know what, dude?
Why do people?
I will not tolerate this burrito stuff. Yo, Metro Matt, thank
Metro
you, man.
Matt donated
Yo, W Discord.
$200. No is based. Discord is based. Let's spice up this panel. Brian, stay on the panel, lad.
Oh, he misses you. Ooh, that was hot.
Holy fuck, dude.
Pull me up.
That was a gnarly one.
When he says pop the
Alright.
cherry, but it's actually champagne.
Okay. Let's see. So, what's everybody's body count going around the table? Just while I'm filling up the champagne here. Maybe Maddie, you want to help out a little bit?
I'm gonna look for it.
Starting with Carly.
Carly, my name is Kayla.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah,
Calling her a
Kayla,
different
my
name
bad.
every time. That's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, I think like 40.
How much?
40.
Okay. All right. What about you?
like 21 now, so definitely 12.
The micro
Because
penis
you're
does
21.
not count.
Well, I'm
Did you count the
counting-
micro penis?
That does not count. The micro penis does not count.
That definitely counts.
That counts even if it's like
Poor
small,
guy.
like a
It's
tampon?
like, oh, then I feel
What about you?
Anyways, are we counting girls or no?
How about give us girl count, guy count?
With a guy count,
Okay.
it's
Here, hold on. Scoot your mic to the edge of the table. No, more. Scoot it this way. Edge of the table. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
okay. So with guys, it's definitely 6.
Okay.
And with girls, it's over 10, but I just like I don't think counting in my head and doing like the finger calculator type thing is it just I don't know. I get drunk and then I do a lot of crazy shit with girls, so I don't really remember.
Okay. All right. What about you?
It's the
I'm
honesty.
straight. My body
Yeah.
count's like 10.
Okay. Like
Maybe
10?
11, I-
Maybe 11. Okay.
2. Not sharing.
Between me and the man upstairs.
Okay.
It's a better
All
answer.
right.
I'll use that
Cool.
one next time.
Rock and roll. All right. Once. What's it called? Oh, why don't we? I think we all poured the champagne. Noah, want to thank you again. Cheers to Noah. Salut. Salut.
Thanks, Noah.
Yo, thank you so much, Noah. I really appreciate all your support in tonight's stream and other stream. You know what? If we get one more champagne pop, I will send Madison down and get me a burrito, and I will eat some of it on stream.
Can I have some of your burritos?
I will eat. No,
No, it's
I'm
our
very.
burrito.
Whoa.
No.
Is that
I will eat.
hey.
Wait, what?
You know what?
I zoned out for a second. What happened?
No.
She's
gosh.
picky and burritos are her favorite.
I'll eat it.
all she eats.
I'll eat
Literally,
part of it
I
on
just
stream.
really like.
Part of the burrito on stream.
Oh my god.
I am a bit hungry.
What's this thing with burritos?
Yeah, Noah, thank you. Metro Matt, thank you so much, man.
Everyone gets a burrito.
You get fucking
there's
Oprah.
gonna
You
be a
get a
clip of
burrito.
I make
You
the best
get-
burritos.
I bet you do.
I can prove that Jake is a similar fraud.
Carne asada.
I can actually prove it.
Carne asada?
Prove it.
Prove what?
Oh, yeah.
I can prove that
Anything.
Jake is not telling the truth. Okay.
About
Very quickly on,
Sure.
the, on the Australia,
Australia
thing.
thing,
Okay. I have been told the people who pretend to be Australians, alcohol is poisonous to them, Jake. All you have to do is take a drink of this alcohol right here to prove me wrong.
That was water,
Nope,
guys.
nope. There was
For
nothing in the
chat.
cup, bro. Nothing in the cup. Bro.
Wait,
Sorry.
actually, there was.
One,
What is
one
that
drink,
red stuff
Jake.
anyway?
Just one.
This is compelling evidence. Can we call it a drill?
Nothing?
Can we
Oh,
call it?
you can't do
You
it?
can agree to disagree?
You
Call it a
can't, you
drill?
can't do it, bro?
I don't think he's
What's the
Australian.
matter? You can't do it, bro?
Why are you shaking?
Bro's been sober for like 8 years and you gotta take
Because Jake doesn't
You're gonna
drink.
take one sip and get so drunk.
This is like the JFK assassination. It'll never get solved.
He's gonna take one drink and
Is
say
there
what
life
he really
on Mars?
feels.
We don't know.
I don't know. I just want to put into the record he did not take a drink.
He did not take the drink.
He did not take a drink.
Austin, we have a couple things we got to react to, right? We have. Did you, by the way,
There's a
just double check the
carcinogen.
dating app? Is it clean?
What?
It's clean.
I won.
All right, let's do that then. All right, we have Heather's dating app. We're gonna do dating app
Whoa.
review. All right, next.
At the skate park.
Is this Tinder?
Yeah, I don't use it.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Who wants to get drunk? Okay, next. Okay, next. Next. And then wait, go back one. Open to exploring. I don't want children. Bad texters. Sagittarius. And is there a bio or anything, or do you have a bio?
Yeah, I just didn't know if you guys.
Oh,
wanted
you didn't
that.
send the
so
bio?
I wasn't. I didn't know, and
Like,
you guys
how
were
did that
talking.
come about? Like, well, let's go down to the nasty sewer real quick where I can.
It's okay. It's not even.
edgy.
It's a repurposed sewer. So it used to be.
Repurposed?
It used to be like a sewer, but now it's like the water that goes through it is clean and stuff.
No way.
No way.
The water's
No.
clean.
I wouldn't swim in it. I'm
Give her
just
a
saying
break.
it's not like
There's like an
dookie
empty
water.
wire spool down there and trash
Okay, you know
everywhere.
what? Maybe that's my vibe.
Living
I don't
life
know.
on the
I
edge.
like it. It makes me feel like good to be in the woods, especially if it's like spray painted up.
That's
and,
not the
like,
woods. That's like a little
No, I'm in the
piece of
woods.
sewer that's
I'm in
near.
like
that's
I'm
like
in,
under
I'm in
a creek,
like a little
under
gully
like an
in my
overpass.
town. It's my
There's
favorite
woods
gully.
behind
There's,
her.
you know what? It's my favorite spot. Okay, I don't want to
It's
hear
her
nothing.
favorite
It's pretty.
spot.
It's so pretty. I just want to go in the water. The rocks
Twilight
are also
vibes.
really pretty too. Shit.
Fair enough. fair enough.
You would have a great time down by that sewer.
I don't. I promise you, I don't go and play around sewers.
Do you not
It's
like the woods?
That's not the woods.
It is.
Going under a bridge that has
Even-
that has
that
some
isn't a-
ivy is not the woods.
That is not under a bridge. It's in the middle of the woods.
0.2
There's
miles
not
away
a
from the
sewage
woods.
runoff in the middle of the woods. That's
don't know where I
insanity.
live.
Like what?
You don't know where I live. Washington.
I know how woods work. And unless there's civilization, there's no sewage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't want to speak out of my ass right now, so I'm not gonna just say
What are
stuff
the,
not knowing what's going
What are
on.
the other reacts we
It's
have?
trees.
What are the